Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Nifty move. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. His throw here is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Drake. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it.
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. From the 39, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On first down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Here's Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, here's Elliott. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Again to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 2nd and very short, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 40 yards out. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are. 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
They go to Elliott again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Prescott now. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it, and the deficit will hold at 15. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Prescott over the middle. That's caught by QT. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. From the 16, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a
Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And that's Elliott, complete. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Kiki QT. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Marshall now, the return. And he returns this to the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, it's a valuable time on the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mahomes now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott will set up the screen to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They they've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Past the 20. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Elliott is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. What a comeback. 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They've turned this game upside down.
It just tells you one more time. It's not over till it's over, right? You got to continue to battle, continue to play. And you walk a fine line as a team with the lead, too, don't you? Trying to drain clock, yet at the same time continue to move because otherwise you bog down. In this case, though, it's been a heck of a comeback.
It has been one heck of a comeback. You're right, though. Maybe on the other side being a little too conservative at times, and we see what's happened.
You wonder about Atlanta, Super Bowl 51?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now here comes Kansas City. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes now on 1st down, finding room in midfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Here's Mahomes.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic